Okay, 24th of July 2026. Bit late because I've been at Casey's, but as usual. The song is Honey Honey by ABBA. 11th house, Aquarius. Uranus again, rebellion or same-sex relationships, or and Cancer again, home and family life. Uranus is rebellion. We talked a lot about it because we are in the astrological period of rebellion. Apparently, it's about choices, and today's card is the choice. There it is on the cut. Well done, Spirit. So 6 or 24. We're not mentioning no names. You'll know if it's your card, unless it comes out again. Choose what's right for you. That's all they need you to do. Decisions should not be so hard. But it seems that they are. The hard decisions we don't want to make. Now you must be getting fed up, and I'm getting fed up, and Spirit definitely getting fed up with this, because we're back at that crossroads again. And you have to decide to take a different path, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. You are going around in circles, doing the same thing you've always done, thinking things will get better. They're not going to. Your choices have consequences, and those consequences shape your destiny. You have to find your tribe. 6 years is mentioned. These are people that have equal reciprocity, people that understand you at a core level. Your people. A chapter ending. We've got Bob and Dean there. And like I said, the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpion, Aquarius will find this hardest because they don't like change. It says travel to the object of the desire, be their person, thing, to events. It's also the internet, the World Wide Web, your family tree, Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, and there is impatience here. There is also love, unconditional love. It does not have to be romantic love. It is small, not large, small, but it's unconditional. Then we have the miracle. A clear mind. This is the first card in the major arcana, because we don't include the Fool. The Fool is the beginning and the end. This is the first card, 1 and 28, because it doubles up. It is someone that works at a bench. It is someone that wears hats. It is a gardener. It is a magician, perhaps. But this is someone that has the tools at their disposal to make things happen. And they know that their words and thoughts are spells, because positive mindset creates something. This table did not exist till somebody thought of it and then put that thought onto a design and then brought it to reality. That is what that is. So any or all of those. The passion flower, the rose, the honeysuckle, the shooting star on this one. It's Gemini. It's hands, arms, shoulders. It's siblings. It's children. And there we have generous, warm, good friendships. This is someone that multiplies. This is whatever you give them, they will multiply. You give this person lemons, they will make you lemonade. This is Taurus energy. This is the minor arcana of the Empress. This is bounty, abundance. That card is Doris and Martin, 1 and 28. Positive energy. 21, positive energy. So today's energy is about a choice. You choosing to stay positive no matter what and find your tribe. Honey, the song Honey, Honey and Lemon. Somebody may have throat issues because Taurus is about the throat. So, a spoonful of honey every day is not going to do you any harm, but it'll do you a lot of good. Herbal remedies, potions. Yeah. Somebody is blocked. Somebody is receiving no communication. Or money is very, very tight. Parcels are arriving, letters go adrift. Mercury kicking the doors on its way out of retrograde. It's also a problem child or child maintenance going astray, or immature adults, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone in uniform, the postman. So the main player here is Gemini. Minor player is Taurus. Dark night of the soul, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Those born in the year of the dog may be involved. Twins, spreading yourself too thin, trying to be in more than one place at one time. The Twin Towers, September the 11th, but the 18th, which is Frank and Patrick. Don't make that tunnel longer than it has to be. There's the action that needs to be taken. They told you about that yesterday. You need to have the passion to move forwards. Nostalgia, fond memories of the past, only taking the positive energy from the past and leaving the rest behind. Do not hold on to people, situations, greed, stubbornness, whatever, control. You have to let go. What's yours will always be yours and cannot be taken from you. It will always return to you, maybe in a different way, maybe by a different person, but it will always return. You have to learn patience. It's not going to come because you stamp your feet. Gemini, again, coming out of retrograde, enemies overcome, and that enemy may well be yourself. There he is again. So Gemini, massive energy in this. It's miracles, it's positive mindset, it's a clear mind, it's no more confusion, manifesting your own reality and walking away, leaving the misery of the past behind. So we have a small amount of Taurus, but mostly Gemini. Let's see where it is in the chart. We've got Mars in Gemini, Uranus in Gemini. Well done, Spirit. Ceres in Gemini. Fifth house, Gemini. Things that go on in the dark. Dark night of the soul. So, the small amount of Taurus, what's that about? Chiron, healing. And the fourth house, home and family life, which is usually Cancer. Cancer in the dice is Mercury. Well done, Spirit. And sixth house, again, of healing. So we are healing something. Could be to do with the family, children, whatever. Let's see. Family curse may be broken. Walking away. Yeah. A friendship, a marriage is over. Teachers, schools, well, school is out in England, whether it is where you are, I don't know. But this is a massive now Taurus energy. This is not having faith in yourself. This is institutions, this is religions, this is the neck and throat. This is Simon Peter, Mark Diane. 5 and 23, negative energy. Somebody's lack of self-worth, feeling unworthy or feeling worthless. Yeah. Not enough effort has been put in by someone in this situation. Tattoos may be gone wrong. Maybe somebody got somebody's name tattooed on them and wish they hadn't. 8 years. The Cinderella syndrome. Slogging your guts out all day, every day. For what? For nobody. Well, not for yourself anyway. You receive nothing from it. And you're going to cause yourself to be ill with burnout if you're not careful. Something is exposed. 19. The name Karen could be important. Blockages removed. Something brought to light. Travel and happiness. However, somebody's blocked. There it is again. Someone in uniform, somebody with a dark complexion perhaps. Very important financial issues and a lack of communication. And no action. This is a case of if you're being your own worst enemy. Not taking action. There it is. I said it would only get talked about if it came out again. So they brought it out again. This is Adam. This is Eve. This is Lily. Could be the Black Moon Lilith. There is no Garden of Eden here. Not everything in the garden is rosy because somebody refuses to take a different path and walk away. This is someone interfering and possibly even influencing your choices in a negative way. This is either a bad choice or refusing to make the choice. Susan, Aidan, Catherine, Emily. The snake, that's born in the year of the snake. And the apple tree. Spies. Somebody watching you. Immature energy again. Negative words, sharp tongue. And confused mind. That's your enemy. The confused mind. You have to make a choice. Stop letting things influence you. Think it's financial. I think there's a lot of money going to be lost here. But you have no idea what you will gain. So this is the greed or the stubbornness or the control that somebody's hanging on to because they fear losing this. The stability, the grounding, the finances, the material world. What they don't realise is there's something far better waiting on the other side of this. So 10 years at very least. The 11th house is about your wishes and dreams, and it cannot come true until you face the chaos head on. This is about legs and ankles, health-wise. It's social and tribal gatherings, your tribe. Where is it? Find your tribe, there it is. It's the workplace. The colour deep yellow. Group activities, society, friends, hopes, wishes, aspirations, and your social consciousness. This is where you find your tribe and realise that where you fit, where you belong. Especially with Uranus there could be some rebellion. So maybe you never fitted in. Displacement seeks emotional independence from family and needs to break free from caring for others. It may be emotionally unstable or erratic, so mental illness perhaps. Or people will think you're not of sound mind. But you've got to stand in your truth at some point. You can't keep living a lie. Bacana, the birch tree. Beth, the letter B. It is in the reverse. So, birth, general fertility, mental and physical and personal growth. There is none because it's reversed. And you can't liberate yourself until you do. Regenerative power, light of spring, renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth. But it's not there, it's being delayed because it's in the reverse. So why? Bacana, Beth, the birch tree. Number 18, which we've got there. The mother goddess, Brecta, birth, living things, especially vegetation. So 18, which is positive energy, because you have to choose between two things. It's also, there's Aquarius, the swan. Swans mate for life. When you see only one, that is a divorced or widowed person, Aquarius, or a woman who's damaged, heartbroken. Someone who bears no fruit, so someone maybe who has been barren and hasn't had children. Yet without seed it brings forth shoots, so even so, still has a family. For it is generated from its leaves. Splendid are its branches and gloriously adorned. Its lofty crown reaches the sky. So the crown, Queen Elizabeth, our good queen. Good Queen Bess. This rune is a feminine in nature and has connotations of motherhood, domesticity and protectiveness. Seen in the shape of the rune, which suggests breasts. Its animal symbols include the bear, which is Virgo, and the graceful swan, which is Aquarius. In human terms, wise women, herbalists, healers, magicians. My mum's card was the magician, so well done if that's you, Mum. Symbolic links with a fair tree of all types. Growing things connected to agriculture, so like I said, a gardener perhaps. As might be imagined with such a feminine rune, its mythology derives from the stories of several Norse goddesses. Prominent among these is Frigga, the goddess of the spinning wheel, number 10, and the wife of Odin, Odinster, who has been previously encountered with the rune Wunjur. Frigga was the patroness of women, especially those in labour or caring for infants, of marital fidelity and family harmony. But this is reversed, so infidelity is possible. Fiercely protective of her own children, she nevertheless found time to care for the offsprings of others, so children and siblings. In one of her aspects, that of Brecta, she guarded the souls of young children It is interesting to note that in past times, if a marriage ceremony was thought to be too expensive, the union could still be recognised if the prospective bride and groom jumped over the birch twig. So elopements, perhaps Gretna Green, Scotland. The symbol of the birch twig broom leads us to the medieval traditions of witchcraft, because in old stories a witch and their broom were rarely parted. So somebody's been a bit of a witch. It may be that the broom did indeed play a role in a half-remembered matriarchal pagan cult that survived into recent history. This could be especially significant since women accused of being witches were often local healers or midwives. Worrying family news is often indicated where Berkana is inverted. The health of a relative is the most usual reason for this anxiety. There is a hint that a celebration will be cancelled or at the very least indefinitely postponed. If health is not the issue under examination, then the inverted Berkana indicates that you are on course that will lead you nowhere, so walk away. You will find that since all doors are closed to you at present, it will be necessary to cut your losses and return to square one. So somebody needs to exit stage left. Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess lion. Here, let's have a look at what she's got to tell us. Sekhmet has head of a lion and the body of a woman. She is fierce in guard and protectress. Protectiveness and loyalty, obsessions, no limits or boundaries, overindulgence in mind-altering substances, so mental illness, chemical dependency, susceptibility to control or trickery. So some Leo person being very, very silly. Sekhmet appears in your card spread as you and asks you to protect yourself from harm, both caused by others and by yourself. Self-harm may be through drugs, alcohol, or may be the result of toxic relationships. You may also find that you have been used by others for the achievement of their own ends. You may have allowed yourself to be controlled, here we are, or subdued, or diverted from the real passion. Make sure others do not get the credit for your hard work. Examine yourself and your situation and then refocus. Because like the lioness hunting, gather yourself together and follow your real destiny, because this isn't it, without being sidetracked. When you find what you really want, pounce on it and don't let go. There we are. Clear as day. So, honey, honey, the words of the song may be important, and I'll write down the rest that I get with it. We'll have a look and see what it says. ABBA. Yeah. This is it. It's about your self-worth, your self-assurance. It's very, very low. Somebody has been abused by others in some way, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally, and now they're believing it themselves, and spirit don't want that. So your gut instinct, you're not listening to it. Self-assurance is a quality that we work really hard to gain, and that can be easily taken from us with little effort, particularly when we're willing to allow others to damage our sense of self-worth. There we go. Somebody's damaged your sense of self-worth. Where's that high priest? There it is. And self-esteem. Self-assurance is based on the belief that we value ourselves. We don't in this read. Somebody isn't valuing themselves. And are willing to allow others to have their opinions that differ from ours, yet still stand strong in what we believe to be our truth. Self-assurance is something that you usually don't lack, but you have allowed someone to undermine your sense of trust. And this has extended to that trust that you once had in yourself. So the swan, somebody who has had their heart broken or been damaged by another. And now you don't trust yourself. This person does not deserve to have that much power over you. Initially, you were tricked into allowing this person to make decisions for you. Now you don't know how to stop it. You must try harder. You can regain your power in this situation, and when you do, you will have to make a commitment to yourself to never allow this to occur again. This is just the first test. Others won't be so difficult if you conquer this one. So take back your power, is what they're saying, because nobody deserves to have power over you. We're not having that one today, we're having this one. It is your life to live, not someone else's to live vicariously through you. Number 20. So we have 19, 20 and 21. There is never any mistake, so it must be important. Perhaps of August. It is negative again because it's reversed. But they don't have reversals in this deck. So it's cowardice in the reverse, and this is not what they want from you. So the number 20 is Gary and Sandra. Oh, and Terry. Are you a master of camouflage, not being seen but at the same time needing to be visible? This might be a particular issue in business where you are used to blending in, but you need your business to stand out from the rest. It could be that you are needing the courage to step out from where you're hiding and make yourself visible. This takes courage and an understanding that it is safe. Maybe you need to get on the internet with your business. You can take your time and ease into it gently. You need to find what feels right for you, because playing it safe may have worked for you in the past, but now it is time to take that risk. Show yourself and step into a new way of being. You can also step back at any time should you really need to. After all, this is your comfort zone and you know it well. Another meaning of this card is that something may be hidden from you, something that may need to come to light. This isn't necessarily anything bad, just something that you may not have noticed or been aware of. It could even mean a part of yourself that is about to surface or show itself. Whatever it is, welcome it with open arms. Change can only come about when we step forward and take the steps into the unknown. So, don't be afraid. Have faith in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because others aren't giving you that support, I don't think. Yeah, 26 again. We had that yesterday or the day before, not sure. And there's loads of cards to have, so if they're repeating them, there's a reason for it. Mandrake. Somebody is going to be dragged kicking and screaming into the future. The plant world exists in mystical relationship with the human world, each serving the other. So a gardener again, somebody who works with plants or loves gardening. This is to heal, to nourish and to make you grow. From food to medicine to poison to mind expansion, so somebody's dabbling in drugs. Plants offer ancient green magic. The mandrake is symbolic of the kinship between mankind and plants, suggesting a common origin. Literally, we are one with nature. The earth is crying out for your attention and care. Make it part of your spiritual, magical practice, so get grounded and do your part in ecology. Devotion to the goddess and God demand it, and your chosen spiritual path requires it. Ecology, nature, environment. I am connected to all living things. How do I replenish myself in nature? So get out there and do it. We're going to have to get the botanical deck out tomorrow because they want us to use it. So, love and light. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm slowly getting back to normal. Casey suffered a fit yesterday morning, so it's been a bit traumatic, but we're getting there. So, speak soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye.